Saida Johnson, host of Heartfelt Testimony, broadcasting live each week Tuesday at 7 at Fishbowl Radio Network in the beautiful city of Arlington. Log on to hear inspiring testimonies from regular Christians who have walked through the fire, come out on the other side with a powerful testimony, one that will encourage you to live your life for Christ. So be sure to log in each week Tuesday at 7 to catch Heartfelt Testimony
on FishbowlRadioNetwork.com. Jump in.
Hey, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. What's going on? Which camera am I in? We got two cameras? It's just good to see everybody tonight. Welcome to Heartfelt Testimony. I'm Saida Johnson. My co-host is in the room. He ain't even no more. He just a host. He the host. Okay, that's what he is.
I'm co-host.
Kevin, he the host. What? Kevin Grimes is in the room. Hand claps go right
What's
there.
happening?
What
What's
is
happening?
up?
What's
What's
happening?
going on?
It's all good. Feels a little fallish.
You see,
Feels
it's
a little
cloudy.
fallish outside, right? No more
Yeah.
heat at the moment.
It rained.
It's
today.
sad when you be looking forward to like 94.
Yeah.
Today's high 94. It's like, oh my God. I'll take it. I was talking to my man Vic. Vic said he almost had to walk out today with the hoodie on.
Oh,
It was nice this morning.
It really was.
It was nice.
It was really
yes,
nice.
yes. But don't be fooled by fall. Fall will get you now. Fall,
It will sneak up
Fall,
on you.
fall will get you. Be nice and cool outside in the morning.
Man.
4 o'clock be 98.
Because we live in Texas.
Indi-
Okay.
That's that Indian summer. That's Indian summer.
There you go.
That's what that is.
There you go. Kevin Grimes, what's up, man? How the kids?
The kids are fine.
They're
You
good?
talking about my work kids
Yeah,
or
your
my
work kids.
personal? My own personal.
You got
Everybody's
grown.
doing well. It was a little challenging today. Testing Tuesday was, I guess it was.
Oh, it's
People was trying
today.
to- People trying to test your patience. And
Oh,
like,
they
just
was trying
testing,
to
yeah.
test you.
I mean, Tommy,
You
day
was
one.
up for the test.
Day one. I mean, not day one, but hour one.
Oh.
The first hour, the first person rolled up. I'm like, they just had this look on their face. You gotta watch out because stuff be contagious when you deal with people.
That is so true.
Attitudes can be very contagious.
That is so true.
Mindsets can be very contagious when
That's
you're
so
dealing
true.
with folks. So you got to kind of watch out
That's so true.
and keep a sharp eye out on what could jump off.
Yes, sir.
Stuff does jump off. However,
Are you able to see stuff before it happens?
oh yes, ma'am.
You can see it.
Yes.
It's called maturity.
It is. Hey, call it what you want. I have a different intuition about stuff,
You can see it.
and I try to capitalize on it before it gets out of hand. Like I have a morning routine with the kids. We check in. I see how everybody's doing. It's a restorative concept that we use.
Yeah.
So I like to check in with folks to see how they're doing socially, emotionally,
Okay. All right.
to determine how that's going to affect everybody in the group. I may say something like, between 1 and 10, my friends, how you doing? 1 being horrible.
Oh, wow.
10 being I'm on top of the world.
Come on now.
So between those two extremes, they got to pick a number and Miss Brown, I'm good. I'm coming in at a 5, 7. Yeah, I try to come in. I'm nice 9. I'm nice and fine. I'm coming in at a 9 because I'm Mr. Grimes. That's right.
Mr. Grimes.
Yes.
Come on.
I may feel 10ish, but I may come in. I do the same thing at church though. I check in with my kids at church
Oh, do you?
every Sunday. Every
Oh.
Sunday afternoon when we're doing class, we do a little check in first. We pass around the talking piece and we get an understanding.
Exactly.
Yes. But
Well, that's so
sometimes,
good.
huh?
That's good.
Yeah. You just kind of get a feel for how everybody's doing. If I have a sometimes I have a teachers meeting. If we in person, I do a check in.
Yeah. It's important to know what people are.
It really is. It really is very important to
Mhm.
understand where people are emotionally, mentally, and especially spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, with older folks, the check in is a little different. They tell you everything that's going on. My gout done kicked in, but I'm good. I'm about 6.
They gonna let you
My
know.
gout done kicked in.
It's
Rheumatitis.
a whole conversation.
It's a whole. They tell you everything. I'm good.
Yes.
Which is good. I like people who can,
Exactly.
express. Just gives a little more flavor to what's happening. So,
Exactly.
But nevertheless,
tonight.
sometimes, things don't work out right.
It's
And
all
sometimes
good.
people get salty, right?
Oh
But
yeah.
That's life. That's life. So,
That
those-
brings us to this
so those
toxic
toxic folks.
toxic
To-
relationships.
toxic relationships.
Come on now.
So, we're going to deal with toxic relationships.
You killing me.
You killing me.
Woo. Well, you said that to me. I was like, yes, that's it.
How to deal with
You
toxic
killing me.
relationships. Identifying toxic
Come on, let's
toxic
go.
relationships.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get into
You
this.
killing me.
You killing me.
Yeah, so,
Yes,
we all have them.
we do.
We all have situations and people sometimes that
We
can
do.
put us in a space, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes we put people in the space too. So we
And
need
sometimes
to,
we do.
we need to understand it goes both ways.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Sometimes we allow Satan to kick in and we
And take over.
we get a little devilish,
We do.
little manish. As my mama say, boy, you show is mannish.
So is managed. Yep.
So we need to watch out when that happens also,
Mhm.
because the main purpose of the devil is to kill, steal, and destroy.
Right. Exactly.
And he will start first with our relationships.
Wow.
Especially those who are closest to us.
Oh no! Is it our
A
relationships?
lot of times, yes.
Or is it really us that he starts with?
Well, I guess it's our own personal relationship first, right? I need
Come
to check.
on.
I need to check myself.
Come on now.
That's that.
Get your heart right.
Yeah, that's that old Teddy Riley. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Before
There's
you
wrecks
wreck
and effects.
yourself.
Got
Check
it.
yourself.
Old school folk know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, then y'all new folk.
Old
I got a
folk.
question to ask you.
Yes, ma'am.
But go ahead with the personal relationships. But I'll swing back.
So I first of all I need to make sure that I'm cool with myself, right? A lot
Exactly.
of times we think I'm cool. No, I'm good. I'm straight. No, you're not.
You're not.
No, you need to. Sometimes we need to do a self check.
Exactly.
Self checkup.
That's self-checkup.
Check up from the neck up, as they say.
Exactly. Because if you're hurt, disgusted, mad,
Yes.
angry, feeling bad,
That's it. Broke, busted, disgusted.
busted, and disgusted, no self-esteem,
Yeah.
guess what you gonna do to
You
somebody
gon-
else?
You gonna put that out there in
You
the
gonna
air,
put it out there.
in the atmosphere.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if you don't know how to control your emotional, psychological,
That's it.
and all you
Yes.
know how to do it is just show
Yes.
madness because
Yes.
just be mad. You don't know how to really show it.
Yes. Yes.
Dang.
That's dangerous, right? So
It is.
the question becomes, how do we deal with those situations when they come about? Because
Right.
they will come.
They come
Because we're human, right?
exactly.
And because of our humanity,
Mm-hmm.
we need to recognize
Mm-hmm.
when we feel that way.
Exactly.
And we need to analyze when we feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to make the adjustments. when
And
we
make
feel
the
that.
adjustments.
So
So
if
Kevin,
I-
when somebody makes you mad, what's the first thing that you do?
what's the first thing I do?
Mhm.
When I allow people to make me upset? Because nobody can really make you mad, right?
Oh.
We allow people to make us upset.
We do.
Yeah, because what makes me upset might not make you upset. And vice versa.
Well,
You
that's
know.
true.
I'm like, "Say, you gonna take that? Girl, I been a slap." Now you see, that's me. That's the. You gonna let him say that?
Yes.
He said. You said what?
Yes.
You ever had friends like the first jump off? They would have had the first jump off. You cool with it, right? If
Exactly.
they want to try like fight you, hold up. Let me. Yeah, put
Yes.
that. Let me get.
I've
Let me
seen-
get it.
Yes. I've been in that situation before.
You got folks you just never want to take with you because something gonna
Come
jump
on.
off.
Because they like that.
You like them. They cool, but it's like you can't take them everywhere.
No, you can't.
I got folks
I
like that.
do
You
too.
just can't take
do
them
too.
everywhere. With you because something gonna jump off. But as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
I kind of feel that rise. I try to stop it, right?
Do you get quiet first?
It depends. Depends.
I stop talking. I do. I stop.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I stopped talking, but
Mm-hmm. I stop talking and start looking
Yeah,
for something to go on.
and okay, this is not
Throw.
okay. This is not an excuse, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. But this is not an excuse
Okay,
because
come on.
November folks are different.
Oh,
We're a little different. We might we might stop talking, but then we might just be choking folk out the next 10 seconds, 5 seconds. Like how you just just snap, just
Yes.
Just bust. Just
Yes.
bam.
Yeah.
And once we get that out, we good.
We good.
Yeah, I'm good. I can talk to you, have a nice conversation. You all right?
Once I let you know what's up.
Yeah,
I'm good with you.
I'm
I'm not gonna.
like, I ain't gonna. Yeah, look, we
I'm
gonna
not gonna drag it.
we ain't gonna drag it out.
we
And
gonna-
I'm saying,
I'm
peace. I get what you laid on.
Exactly.
We good. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna keep it right back. I'm gonna keep it right back here.
You gonna
I'm
hold
keep
it?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold it.
I have
I
nothing
don't
wrong.
hold it, but I just keep it just in
Okay.
case it happen again.
Just in case.
As I told you. Did you not understand? But it kind of takes me a minute to get to that particular point. It has to really, really kind of like get on my nerves
Okay.
for me to like really.
So you let them make it the verse.
I'm gonna let them make it for a minute. I'm gonna let them
one
make
or
it.
two
And I
times.
I'm telling you, now don't do that. Don't say that. Or as we say, stop that. Cut that out.
Quit.
Yeah, quit. Don't
Okay.
leave that alone.
Toxic relationships.
So-
First, you're gonna start with yourself, and then
Yeah, so once you realize where you are, right, and then you can safely deal with individuals. So let's assume that I'm socially, emotionally cool.
okay.
Socially, emotionally, I'm on top of my game, and I ain't, I don't really have no issues with folks. I can pretty much process and analyze a lot of stuff, right?
Exactly.
However, you are going to meet folks who fail to meet their responsibility. Now, this one right here, you got folks who just not responsible for they just say whatever they say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't never want to deal with their stuff
Come on.
up front.
Right.
They get fly.
Uh-huh.
Mouth get kind of get kind of fly. They like to fly off the handle. They don't want to deal with their own responsibility, and they say, "Well, she should make me upset." Okay, first again, she should never said that.
Right.
She know I'm a snap. She know.
Okay.
Okay, then you that ought to tell a person. You can't do that every time somebody puts you in a situation where you got to take some responsibility
You
for
do.
your for how you are, present yourself. You can't be defensive with everything.
Right.
I got folk they get defensive about, and like, dude, let that go.
Come on now, let it go.
Just let it go.
Yes.
Teddy Pendergrass. You just think
Yeah,
about it.
let-
Let it go.
Let it go.
Because it will seriously hurt and damage the relationship.
Absolutely.
It will seriously hurt. So, again, be understanding about what it is that you are feeling and that you are dealing with at any given time, right? So, I look at scriptures, in situations like these, right? First of all, I want to go to like 1 Corinthians 15:33. And my
All
mom
right.
used to tell me this all the time, right?
Okay.
In 1 Corinthians 15:30, he says, "Be not deceived. Be not deceived.
Come on.
Evil communication corrupts good manners
Morals.
or morals." Exactly right.
Mhm.
Evil communication corrupts good morals.
Yes.
Meaning that if you hang around folk long enough,
Come on.
you are going to take on the characteristics of that individual. So you may not start out as a person who gets fly, jumps off the handle or whatever. That might not be your initial personality, right?
Right.
But as you hang around certain folks, sometimes you'll take on those characteristics.
Exactly.
And they say, you the one jumping off. You the one gotta, flex all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every situation not a flexing situation.
Absolutely.
It's just not. And I think the older I get, the more I realize that, right?
Mhm.
Like every situation ain't. I'll let you make it for a minute. I ain't.
Yeah. I am too. But boy, when you through, when I'm through,
Man.
it's gonna be a
That's-
situation.
It's gonna be.
It's fixing to be a situation. I'm just going.
It's gonna be some furniture moving.
Yeah. So okay. So how do you realize, or how do you know that the situation is toxic? What are some of the characteristics?
Well, I think you got to look at the patterns of individuals. If individuals have certain patterns when they get upset, when individuals have certain patterns when they communicate with individuals that you feel, okay, this ain't cool,
Okay.
then it's up to you to address it. Okay, if it happens one time, okay, I might.
Mm-hmm.
2 times, I might. Okay, well,
Okay.
Okay, 3 times, I'm gonna count it because here you develop a history or pattern with me.
Okay.
I don't care if you say, well, I don't do this, I don't do that. Well, if you show me that pattern, then guess what? You probably do.
Right.
And so I'm going to be as as cordial as possible. But when you recognize it, you just got to, kind of identify it and call it for what it is.
Well, okay, so you're in a relationship and the person is just not responsible. They're not accepting any kind of responsibility whatsoever for your feelings, for the relationship, for nothing.
Right.
There's no responsibility whatsoever.
Okay, now this is hard, right?
Come on.
The first thing I've had to learn to do, especially when people are close to you, like friends and family,
Yes.
and whoever, when you got close folks,
Yeah.
it's hard to step outside the fire. And what I mean by that, sometimes we get emotionally caught up in situations because we have close ties with individuals. It's hard to get out of those situations, right? Because
Exactly.
we are linked emotionally because we have deep relationships with individuals, right?
Okay.
So it's difficult to do an analysis and an emotional separation from the situation.
Okay, come on.
You have to emotionally kind of separate yourself from what's in front of you.
Exactly.
It's like you saying to yourself, "This brother crazy." This
He
brother,
crazy.
He said, "Man, okay, I understand." But in the back of your mind, he said, "Dude, okay,
You got a little something going on.
You got something up with you.
Yeah.
This ain't normal."
No support, no responsibility.
Let me not fix that. And you may ask him, say, "Okay, are you understanding what you're saying? Are you saying what I think you're saying?" And having him repeat back. So, mirror back what you just said. Okay, help me understand. Are you saying this?
Yeah.
They ought to be able to mirror that back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you gotta help people kind of process some stuff. And sometimes people try to throw that Jedi mind trick on
Look,
you, right?
man, when you see it's toxic,
It's it's like,
what you doing? What
Yeah.
else do you need?
'Cause
But I think people get caught up. I think we get
Of
caught
course
up
they do.
in the relationship. I think we get caught up because some time has passed and maybe we've had some fun. We get caught up sometimes.
I look at how other folk treat other folk too.
Yeah, of course.
I ain't gonna lie, I look at how other folk treat other folk. If you jump off with them because of X, Y, Z, and I'm thinking, okay, am I next? Am I the next victim?
Oh, okay.
Am I the next person who's gonna experience the
Yeah,
the backlash?
exactly.
And you may want to draw it to their attention before. Say, man, did you really have to cut them up that bad? She pulled out the whole Ginsu knife.
Yeah.
The whole collection.
Toxic.
Just chopped them up, sliced
Come on. You're killing me right
Just
now.
left you killing me.
You're killing me.
What are you doing?
No.
Zorro just
Yeah. Yeah.
and left him
Mm-hmm.
quarter blood technique. Just,
Or they treat other people, your family member person, relationship person treats other people really nice, but then they treat you like you know what I'm saying?
Garbage.
Yeah. That's toxic.
That's toxic, and you need to check that. Like, how you gonna treat them better than me? Or they try to downplay or minimize your stuff.
Exactly.
They try to minimize your stuff
Uh-huh.
and accentuate somebody else's, which brings me to number 2. Yeah, I'm glad you
Come
said
on.
it. You see how the Holy Spirit works. So number 2 is
Yes.
absence of support.
Come on.
If there is an absence of support, if you got to pull somebody's teeth to get them to support you, and it's the person that's supposed to be
In love?
significantly, yes, that's a problem.
I got a problem with that.
I kid you, if they can't celebrate your wins,
I got a problem with that.
if you get a raise and they say, "Well, how'd you get that?" I'm like, "What are you talking? You better celebrate that. You better
You don't deserve that.
Yeah,
Why they
man,
get it to you?
How you get that? I'll work. Like,
Come on. I'm
and
paying
some
attention.
and some people will try to sabotage your situation as well.
Exactly.
They will try to. If you got folk who supposed to love you, but they constantly minimizing and marginalizing your wins, they on the other team.
They on the other team.
You need to get with Team Kev over here. You need to. I don't have those issues. I'm gonna tell my wife. We celebrate. We celebrate the wins. We celebrate I'm pushing. She pushing me. I'm pushing her.
Yes.
Because if she do better, I do better.
That's right.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm like, I ain't trying to kill the vibe.
No.
I be assassinating myself.
Come on now.
I'm not trying to cut myself off
You can't cut yourself.
from the goodies. I'm not trying to cut
Okay,
myself.
right there.
I'm just.
We're gonna take a break right there. You made it.
I'm
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
okay.
We're gonna take a break right there, and we gonna come back. Y'all stay with us. You're listening to Heartfelt Testimony. That's Kevin Grimes. Somebody call it FAA. What? We'll be right back. Y'all stay with us.
I'm expecting my miracle any day now, any day now. I'm expecting my miracle any day now, any day now. I shall have what I need any day now, any day now. By faith is coming to me any day now, any day now. Oh, sing my miracle any day now. Oh, sing expecting my miracle any day now. I can have what I need when saying it by faith. It's coming any day. It's coming. Say it again. I can have wealth. I can have wisdom. Everything I need. If I just ask him. 'Cause it's by faith. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming for me. Any day now. Hey, see, I'm expecting my miracle. Yes, I am. Any day now. I'm expecting my miracle. My miracle. I'm expecting God to move. Yes, I am. I still have everything. Any day now. Yes, any day now. I believe by faith in Jesus. It's coming any day. It's coming any day. Any day now. Say yeah. I believe it can happen tonight. It can happen tonight. Oh, God is able. Any day now.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm Sayida Johnson. You're listening to Heartfelt Testimony. Kevin Grimes is in the building. KG, what's going on?
It's all good. It's all good.
You
You're trying to
good?
fight these toxic
These
relationships.
toxic. relationships. But
Toxic.
before we go, man, let me kick my shout out to Push Car at Grub and Go 721 Southwest Green Oaks Boulevard in the beautiful city of Arlington. Push Car got it's a convenience store. I mean, but he's a really nice guy. He got everything in there, especially them delicious snow cones.
Snow cones.
Woo, they're so good. Come on by.
He do snow cones all year long. He do. Or
I think he does. Yeah,
Most of
all
them
year
snow
long.
cones are seasonal. Sometimes
All year
you
long.
just want a snow cone. I
But
don't
we
care
in
if it's-
Texas. It's gonna be hot in December.
You think? Don't say that, man.
It don't get cold till like January, February.
Me and Vic talked about
Super
this.
Bowl.
It get cold like October, right, Vic? We
Does it?
said like October.
Somewhere in there
It was still
It's
gets a
gonna
little chilly. You
rain
know what I'm saying?
during the fair,
October, November.
and you got to put your jacket on.
Yeah. The fair's
And that's
coming.
Yep,
The fair's coming at the end of the month,
the end of the month. Yep.
all the way to October.
Mm-hmm,
The fair's coming. So you
Yeah.
going to the fair?
Of course.
You go to the fair every year?
Every year. Especially to see the
I
game.
quit going. I don't go to fair like I used to.
You don't.
I go fair typically for a couple of reasons.
Exactly.
One, I'm gonna tell you why I go to fair.
Come on, corny dog.
ain't gonna-
whatever.
I ain't a big corny dog fan,
I
but I
ain't.
gotta have a turkey leg. I'm sorry, I gotta have a turkey leg,
What?
and I might go see the car show.
Exactly.
I ain't riding no rides because
No, we
I
not
don't
riding
I don't trust them.
No, we don't.
Right.
Trust 'em.
I don't trust the rides.
We can't afford to
Anytime-
break no
yeah,
more
you-
bones. No bones.
I'm like, why
at
that
this
boat?
point.
Why that boat fly off of that? Did y'all not see that? Put it back on. Put it back. I'm not. I'm not.
We can't take that chance.
I'm
We
not
can't
doing
take
it.
that
I'm
chance
not-
'cause it's gonna be 6 weeks of healing.
Yeah, because
No, we
I
can't
don't know,
take
man,
that
just,
chance.
my vertigo kick in too.
Oh,
When your vertigo kick in, that's another ride. That's for
another
those who
ride.
have vertigo. In the listening audience,
that is
it
another
is
ride.
a continuous amusement park ride
Exactly.
on the inside.
On the inside.
It's not good.
Not good at
All
all.
right. So,
Hey, Didi Ingram gave me a book. He had a friend on today, Larry Davis, a man, a father, and a husband. Y'all pick this up. I believe it's on Amazon.
all right.
It's just nice. Didi, call me. Let me talk to me about this book. I think we're gonna try to have him on.
Yeah.
I want you to read this and let us know what's up. So when
Mr.
he
Larry
comes,
Davis.
when Mr. Larry Davis comes,
Yes.
a man, a father, and a husband.
Yes.
Lord, guide my steps and lights my path. It's amazing. I just want to go on and put it out there. Go on and get that. Pick that up. If you
Beautiful.
can see that, go ahead and pick that up. Real tall black brother doing it. Just smart. And we thank God for him. Larry Davis.
Good.
Amen. Author. Yes.
We're gonna have Brother Favors back. If Brother
Yeah.
Favors is on this
Yes.
evening, we're gonna have Brother Favors back on. Who has
Absolutely.
completed his second book.
This is his second book.
Yes.
P. Favors.
You know.
Yes.
I'm still on the brochure.
I'm me too. Yeah.
I'm trying to do a book. I'm still on. I'm on the brochure.
You're on a brochure.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get me a book. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's deal with these toxic folks. So,
Yeah, let's go.
we talked about first of all, the first thing, one of the things you need to recognize is when people don't share their responsibilities fairly. All right, they
Exactly.
don't want to acknowledge their
Exactly.
part to play in their situation.
They want you to
right?
do.
They want yes, and you get blamed for everything. That's that Jedi mind trick
Come on,
stuff,
man.
right?
No,
We talk about absence of support. You got to support your people. You
There you
love
go.
them. You got to support your
That's
folks.
right. Exactly.
Support your folks.
Exactly.
Also, next with the subtle isolation. That's another one.
Huh?
Subtle isolation. Before we get to that, I want to look at Proverbs 22:24-25. It says, "Make no friends with an angry man,
Wow.
and with a furious man thou shalt not go,
Huh?
lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul." Basically, what we talked about before, when you recognize foolishness, when you recognize that folks like to start mess, that's toxic. So therefore, you need to disassociate yourself as much as possible. Now you can be friends with folks, but we're not gonna be just hanging out and going out, because a lot of that will rub off on you. Not only that, people start to associate you with those
Exactly.
individuals.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, that ain't me. Well,
Yeah.
it was last week.
Come on now.
Trying to figure
Come
out
on now.
then you need to differentiate yourself. So,
Exactly.
but for some folks, who are toxic, they they walk around in subtle isolation. They like to put people in isolation, right?
Like,
So
you can't go visit your friends.
you can't go check out. No, you can't go to your friend's house. Can't. Why do you got to go to your mama's house
all the time.
every weekend?
Every weekend.
Yeah. Why they try to keep you isolated from your support systems?
Exactly.
That is a serious red flag.
That is a very serious red
Because
flag.
if they were friends before y'all got married,
Come on now.
or before y'all got together, then they go continuously be friends.
Exactly.
Now you may not like them,
Exactly.
and you may not get along with them. There may be some personality issues or whatever the case may be that you just not feeling.
Come on.
But you need to recognize that, in the whole dating process. But if you got folks just trying to separate you from their support systems, then you might need to check yourself in response to the relationship.
Right.
But if folk are trying to deliberately, and this one thing you got to watch out for as well.
It's so
Individual
subtle.
who's your friends while y'all dating, they friends with your friends while they dating, right?
Yeah.
But like soon as they get married,
Come
she
on.
can't come over.
Come
no
on
more.
now.
She
Come
like,
on,
wait,
come
what are you
on
talking
now.
about?
Come on.
Well, she was coming over before. Well, yeah, that was before, but now
She can't come now.
No, she can't come over. Well, she got to leave by 10.
Do they allow on them too? Or she was making
Oh
eyes at me.
yes, and that was another thing. Sometimes they will trump up situations
Exactly.
to make it seem as if, or they would gaslight certain situations to
There
make
you
it
go.
seem like you
That word.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like you didn't recognize that about her? Are
didn't
you
see
kidding
her?
me?
She was all up on me.
Yeah, you didn't see that? You see how she was looking at me?
You just not paying
You
attention.
know, you know the girl cross-eyed. But anyway, you didn't see how she was looking at me? Cause I'm just kidding. I'm sorry for all my cross-eyed folk. My bad. But I'm just saying, she wasn't looking at you. She was looking at somebody else.
Wow.
Then you need to recognize that.
You need to recognize that.
Yes. They despise your other relationships.
They
They are
do.
envious of your other relationships.
Exactly.
And
And that's
so
not good.
you
That's
got to
toxic.
recognize that. That's very toxic.
Come on, you killing me.
You're killing me, man.
You killing me.
Killing me, man.
That's toxic.
Yes. Another one is attacking personalities. Some people will try to attack personalities of individuals. Now, we all got some quirkiness about who we are, right?
Okay. All right. Come on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
However, when you with folks, it's not my job to bring out the frailties in people's personalities. It's just not my job.
Okay.
It's not my job to keep capitalizing on somebody else's, shortcomings,
Okay.
especially from a personality standpoint. That's just not very supportive at all.
All right.
That is a relationship killer.
Yeah.
All right, because if you can't support me, despite my faults and shortcomings, then why do we even need to
Be together.
Be together.
Uh-huh.
And so, again, that goes back to that minimalization and marginalization kind of situation, right?
Right.
Because somebody typically has some stuff wrong with them, they project that to other folks.
That's what's happening.
Projection.
So it's really not you.
It's not it. It's
really them.
yeah. Now here's the deal.
With
Well,
the situation.
I know that's me. I know it ain't you. Say, okay, well, if that's you, then let's just talk about you then, because you're not gonna keep like. you just not.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Come on.
Just because you like bar soap, I like soap in the bottle.
you
That's
go.
that's me. That's my
That's-
preference.
there
How
you
I
go.
gotta be. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just
That's good.
because I drink all the milk at the carton, all the juice, and you leave a corner. Why I gotta be the devil? Why I gotta?
That
I did-
right there.
So for folk who leave juice in the corner, to leave a corner juice, stop that.
Exactly.
Drink all the juice.
Exactly.
Just drink all the juice.
Just drink all the.
yeah.
Just gonna finish it.
Yes.
Just gonna finish.
Just
So
right there.
so let's talk about stonewalling.
Stonewalling. That's another one.
What is stonewalling? We're talking about relationship toxic.
Yes, that's another toxic side.
relationships.
Stonewalling
It's
is ignoring folks.
Ignoring.
Yes, it's passive aggressive. It's a passive aggressive tool. So when you get mad and you just isolate yourself and you don't want to be bothered,
Right.
that's not good. That's toxic. All right. People ask you, "What's wrong? You good?" Mm-hmm. I'm good. You want to talk about? Mm-mm. You all right? Mm-hmm.
That's it. You got that.
Mm-hmm. I'm good. I'm good.
You done.
Mm-mm.
You stonewalling.
Stone. Mm-mm.
You stonewalling.
Or you
You want
watching
something to
TV.
eat?
They ask you a question. You talking? Just watching TV. Just watching TV.
You just watching. You're not even watching the TV.
What you say? Oh no, I'm
That's
good.
stonewalling.
Stonewalling, man. That was good, wasn't it?
That was really good.
That's one
I
of
don't
mine.
know, man.
One of mine.
You was good at it,
I
bro.
know mine, partner.
That's yours?
Boo, I'm sorry.
Really?
Go ahead and apologize.
Oh,
Apologize. I can admit
you
I'm
confessing.
better. You know, I talk about it. But if I get to a situation where now, okay, here it is. Sometimes it's not good to talk to folk when you that upset.
That's
like if
so
I get
true.
that upset,
That's
that
so
I
true.
can't talk to you,
Yeah.
then you need to, you know,
It's time to back up.
back.
Yeah.
Give me 50.
Need some
You know what I'm
space.
saying? Give me
Yeah.
some space.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I
that
believe
that doesn't have that should be going on for like 3-4 days.
Oh, no.
You know,
Stonewall for 3-4 days.
2 weeks. You stonewalling, cutting off everything.
I'm sorry.
Cutting
Dina.
off all interaction. You on the bed on the corner.
On the corner.
You got a king size bed, but
If
you on the
move-
corner on
yeah,
the bed.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
with the pillow.
Oh, God.
Right. That's not good. That's
not good.
that's severe stonewall. You need stop that.
I ain't gonna have to.
Cut that out.
Okay, I've done it too. I ain't gonna
Don't do that. Cut that. Yeah. You be trying to touch it.
did.
Hey, you all right?
It wasn't too long ago that I did it. My bad. Yes.
Oh, you getting that
stonewalling.
look like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
No, it's not good.
But if I say something to you, it's not gonna be good. So let me just.
Yeah, but that should be going on for like 2 weeks.
Let me
You know what I'm
just-
saying?
not
If
2
you
weeks, but-
stonewalling for 2 weeks, that's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
And they, you know,
That's
they
toxic.
hooking you up, they fixing you dinner because they feel
They
bad,
fixing you-
right?
yeah,
'Cause
they feel
it's
really
It's really
bad.
designed for to evoke guilt in individuals, right?
Exactly.
That's not good. That's not a good thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
So
why you want them to feel guilty?
Because you get some satisfaction. It's a control factor.
Manipulation.
It's definite manipulation. I'm gonna control this, so I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm say nothing. Keep playing. You know, you watching Monday.
You controlling this now.
Boy,
What?
Yes. Yeah, and when NBA season come on, I can find a game every night.
Every night.
Yeah, you ain't even like them. I'm watching the game. Turn the game back on. What you say? You watching reruns. If you watching
That is
reruns of the
crazy.
game, brothers, if you watching reruns of the game,
You
then
stonewalling.
you stonewalling.
You
dog.
still, you don't want to talk about nothing.
Stop that, dog.
I don't want to
Cut
talk
that.
about that.
Talk about that, man.
I don't want to talk.
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
not good. So
No,
that's what
that's not-
stonewalling is. right?
Exactly.
Another one is okay, boo. I'm sorry, my bad. So
Yeah.
another thing is
Yeah.
one-sided compromises.
One-sided compromises.
One-sided compromises.
Oh, okay.
That's not
Okay.
good.
That's not good.
That's not a good thing. One-sided compromise. When every argument you have, you got to win that argument.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good at all. Cause see, some people will do what's called a straw man's fallacy.
What is that?
I'm glad you asked.
Wow.
I'm glad you asked. What is that? A straw man's fallacy is like, or a straw man's argument. What they'll do was, you gotta watch out for this. This is real smooth. This is a real smooth tactic right here. They'll take one part of something that happens and they'll blow that rascal up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, you didn't take out the trash yet. Oh, I guess I never take out the trash.
Oh man.
Well, when was I supposed to take trash out? Well, you always accuse me. I just asked you why you take trash out. Oh, it's about the trash.
Like, Rob,
I just asked you why you take the trash out. just said. That's a straw man's argument. Oh, I always do that. Okay, well, let's just talk about, okay, well, when the last time I did that? So what they trying to do is they trying to take onus off of the original problem.
Exactly.
Blow that rascal up.
all the way up.
It's all the way up. They trying to blow it up. So they can deflect from the real situation that's happening.
Exactly. Because they know.
They know they don't want to deal with that, right?
They don't want to deal with that.
Again, that's called a straw man's fallacy.
That's
That's
that
what that's
is.
called.
That's what that's called.
Yeah. So when that's a debate tactic. A lot of people use straw man's fallacy. Wow. So they take nuances of certain conversations and make that the conversation.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So continuous arguments. man.
Continuous arguments.
Come on.
You just got to fight about everything. Everything. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Continuous.
Yes.
Always are.
The argument is never about the shoes in the middle of the floor.
It's never about.
It's never about the shoes in the middle of the floor. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
They always got to find. As my mama go, why you nitpicking?
Oh yeah.
She likes it. Why you nitpicking?
Nitpicking now.
Yeah. So some people like to nitpick arguments because they really want to fight because they got something within themselves that is that they just can't shake, right?
Exactly.
That they can't get rid of. So they like to project that on other folks. That's not good. That's not a good thing. That's very, very toxic. Actually.
Exactly.
That's very, very toxic.
Yeah.
And folk need to watch out for that.
Absolutely. Continuous. And they use guilt as a weapon. Using guilt as a weapon.
Well, guilt is the purpose. Guilt is the reason or the rationale for why we do what we do. So
exactly.
I did a lot with social emotional learning, right? So and I know time's running short, but I want to end with this, right? So social emotionally, people need to be more self-aware. If I'm self-aware, then I can manage myself stuff, right?
Come on.
Then that makes me more responsible. I'm a more responsible decision maker. So I take responsibility for the things that I do, okay?
Yes.
Therefore, I improve my relationship skills in the process because I become more socially aware of where I am.
Right.
Those are social emotional learning components that we need to learn.
Exactly.
We need to learn.
Got to learn those.
Yeah, got to deal with them.
Got to deal with them.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good.
So
that's good. Be able to pinpoint.
Toxic.
Look,
Be
your
able to deal with it.
relationships should not be a burden.
They should not be a burden.
No.
Oh my God.
They should be a blessing.
Yes.
They should be a blessing
Yes.
to you. The relationships
They
that
should
you're
be.
in.
Yes, this is true.
They shouldn't be weighing you down, making you feel bad.
Get some help if that's the case.
Exactly.
Go to counseling. If they ain't trying to go, you go.
You go. Because it
telling
starts with you anyway.
Yes, it does.
It starts with you anyway.
Like, how did I let him in?
Come on.
How did I let her get this close?
Come on now. Woo. But Kevin, if I want to get out of that toxic relationship, we didn't talk about narcissists.
Well,
we didn't talk about
and all of these are some forms of narcissistic
Exactly.
behavior. You got
Come on.
narcissists, you have histrionics.
Exactly.
So that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, we don't.
But if you're in love with a narcissist,
Oh my gosh, you need to figure
you
that.
in trouble.
Yeah.
Look, respected, feel valued, and
Yes.
loved is what you need to be feeling
Most definitely.
in your relationships.
Yes.
God is love. He is not, he wants us to have the very best
Yes.
of everything. And we follow him.
Yes.
We can have the best of everything in our relationships.
That's right.
Should you be involved with somebody that don't believe God? That's a whole nother.
That's another conversation. That's a whole nother show.
Because you want to. That's a whole nother.
That's
show.
a whole.
Because you want to be. You got to be on the same page.
You got to be on the same page. Be ye not unequally yoked with unbelievers.
That's what the Bible says.
That's what the
That's what the
Bible. You see what
Bible
I'm saying?
says.
But that unbelieving part could mean a lot of things also.
Exactly.
So I don't want to
Right.
misconstrue that. But understand that we are wonderfully and fearfully made.
Absolutely.
I think that's the bottom line. Is that if I know who I am in God and God created this temple, I'm not going to allow something or anybody to come in and disrupt that.
Right.
I think that is the important thing to realize.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. So, my people on Facebook, what's up, Wayne Cruz? What's up with you,
Bro,
boy?
Cruz.
Cruz is on the line.
What about them Sooners, Cruz? What about them Sooners, baby?
He was happy. He said, "I just turned it off. They was winning so good." Then Jay Sherwood, what's going on, y'all? Ruby Cruz, hey girl. Connie Williams, they're all on the line tonight. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Heartfelt Testimonies. It's good to see everybody. May the Lord just bless you and keep you. It is our prayer on tonight. You want to say apologize? What you gonna say to Dina when you get home? Now that you didn't confess,
She knows my faults and
she
frailties.
know you. And she love you anyway.
Have
That's
my
what I'm
have my
talking about.
plate ready
Yep.
when I get there. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. Oh God.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We just had a great time. Look, you're killing me. These toxic relationships, let them go.
Let him go.
Let them go. Let them go.
That's it.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
That's it. That's our show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Heartfelt Testimony.